Let's talk about My Company Works virtual office. And into this conversation, I want to do a review of this service to really let you know whether it is worth it or not worth it. So here's an overview I want you to pay attention to. So when you think about My Company Works, I want you to think about a service that allows you to have to do company formation, to do registered agents, but also have a virtual office. So into this conversation, we want to focus strictly on the virtual office point of things. But just keep in mind that My Company Works actually has helped since its inception in 2001. About 75 to 100,000 LLCs and S corporations and C corporations. So they handle virtual office services for LLCs, S corporations, and C corporations, but also for individuals and solopreneurs. This is kind of cool. And so My Company Works has a very fast service for LLC formation. They also do if they have to onboard you with their virtual office, they're really fast as well. It's very easy to use, and they also have something called a compliance lock that helps new companies maintain compliance. And so this is really good. You also have free annual reports alerts with company compliance handbook. So what am I trying to say here? In addition to virtual office services, think about My Company Works as an all-in-one sort of service that does way more than virtual office services. Okay, and in terms of the pricing, I will talk about the pricing later on, but I just want to say here I want to say that My Company Works is not the cheapest, yet it's also not the most expensive. It's somewhere in the middle. When it comes to pricing, think of My Company Works as somewhere in the middle, but they actually will take care of a lot of things for you. So from LLC formation to virtual office to annual report filing to registered agent, they will take care of everything for you. Now, the only thing they need to really improve on is their customer service. Sometimes they're not really as fast, especially when it comes to virtual office services. If you are an LLC that has a huge volume, let's say a more than normal volume of mail, My Company Works has found in the past that they were not as experienced in handling that mail as than other players in this field. Boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy today's conversation. I want to talk to you about the value added. So when we think about My Company Works virtual office services, what is the value that this service really adds? The thing here, first of all, you need to understand they're a Nevada virtual office service because they have California, Wyoming, Delaware, and Nevada. So they have 4 states where they actually offer the virtual office services. So their Nevada virtual office service is the biggest. It includes a real street address and your own suite in Las Vegas, Nevada, unlimited mail forwarding with online mail management, and a real 702 phone number and separate 702 fax number with voicemail and fax to email service included. So this is kind of cool. So if you really need that, if you really, if you were to advise you, besides Delaware, Nevada is really the next big thing when it comes to privacy and legitimacy. Okay, so this is kind of cool. So when we talk about the virtual office service in Nevada, for instance, so you have a real street address in Las Vegas. You have a weekly forwarding of all mail received to any U.S. location, monthly to international locations. You have online management of your mail, including the free option for the company to open, scan, and upload your mail online. You have a real 702 phone number and 702 fax number, or any other area code you would like. It's just better to go with a 702. And the cool thing is the phone number can be forwarded to any U.S. or international phone number. And you have voicemail with a custom greeting and a fax service included. Faxes and voicemails are automatically emailed to the address you specify in your account. And you have unlimited inbound phone calls and forwarded calls to US and Canada. This is really good. And in terms of the voicemail, you have 1,000 minutes per month in free outbound US domestic calls and 4 cents per minute after that, and 10 cents per minute for most international destinations. And so you have free iPhone, Android, smartphone app for receiving calls worldwide. And you also have a free desktop soft phone for receiving calls worldwide. The service here is available for PC and Mac. You have an optional adapter to receive and make calls using any regular telephone. So when we talk about virtual office, you have to understand they actually mingle the virtual office service with also with a voicemail service as well. You have a SIP capable service. In other words, you can utilize the company's SIP server for any SIP capable phone, and you also have optional E911 and the 411 listing. So this is essential for building business credit. Okay. And this is kind of cool. So you are basically having access to a lot of things. So basically you have all kinds of functionalities that come with My Company Works virtual office service. Fantastic. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about My Company Works virtual office. So this is a My Company Works virtual office review. Let's talk about the pros and cons of this service. I want to first talk about the pros. So what are the advantages of having My Company Works as your virtual office service? First of all, you have customer support. Customer support is just fantastic. Okay. Each package includes unlimited phone and email support. So every business owner can get help when and how they need it. Quick responses, upbeat attitudes, and helpful information make dealing with the support team a pleasure. And if you opt for My Company Works Premium, you will get priority support, which you should. If your virtual office, I would say capability is really important for you, go for the premium service. You have 100% satisfaction guarantee. So no matter how perfect a service seems for you when you get started, the hype always doesn't always last. That's why My Company Works offers a 100% satisfaction guarantee for all customers on any plan. If the company's service don't live up to your expectations for any reason, simply contact My Company Works to make it right or get a refund. And you can do this within the first 90 days of your purchase, but it's best to let the company know as soon as possible so they can have an opportunity to correct the situation. And I want to really insist on the fact that when we talk about virtual office service, so you basically are, but the thing is you have to pay extra for it though. So you're paying about $39 every month. So this basically here, you are able to receive a physical mailing address in Nevada or Wyoming, Delaware, or California. You have weekly mail forwarding, discounted shipping rates for packages, and phone and fax numbers for your business. And the affordable plan is perfect for online companies without a physical presence or home-based businesses that want to separate personal and business addresses. This is really cool. So we love that a lot. And so you also have free business tax consultation. You have document e-delivery. This is another important element to really think about. You have an easy-to-use startup wizard. So basically, onboarding My Company Works virtual office services can be really fast. And so this is really good. So they have a wizard that can really onboard you real fast. And you also have additional startup perks that you can get in terms of registered agent or also in terms of annual report filing. So this is just fantastic. Let's talk about the cons here. So when we talk about My Company Works virtual office, what are the drawbacks that really come with this service? First of all, this is the service overall is pricey for the included features. So compared to similar services, My Company Works is a bit on the pricier side of things, especially considering some of its fluff features that many business owners may never use. Okay, and only in the highest tiered plan, starting at $279, would you get free registered agent services and a My Company Works premium account with features that offer the other services included with more affordable plans. And you also have unnecessary extras for some businesses. So unless you are a startup founder, you may not use several of the benefits that come with your My Company Works plans. For instance, the $250,000 worth of rewards and perks included in each plan. This rewards are geared mostly towards startups, and ebooks and business consulting services also cater towards startups instead of general companies. And when you think about it, so if you were to ever consider My Company Works for their registered agent services, I want to warn you, it's not cheap. Okay, so with basic or entrepreneur plans, registered agent services cost about $100 with My Company Works. Other services offer this service for free with lower tiered plans, or give at least 1 year of service free for customers. So if you're ever interested in having the registered agent add-on, you do not want to go with My Company Works unless you don't care about the paying for it. Okay. And also, one thing we need to say about My Company Works, you also have limited contact hours. So from a customer service standpoint, those limited contact hours are a bummer in our view, because although the company has superior customer service in terms of helpfulness and politeness, its limited support hours could be a turnoff for business owners who need help outside of regular business hours. So currently, phone support is only available from 8 a.m. through 4 p.m. Pacific, and email support is open for one extra hour starting at 7 a.m. Pacific, Monday through Friday. So it is what it is. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about My Company Works Virtual Office. This is a My Company Works Virtual Office review. Let's talk about the cost here. So when we talk about the virtual office here, it will cost you an extra $39. Actually, this is the starting price. So depending on the volume of a business that you actually send My Company Works way, they will increase the price for you. But the generic pricing that we have found is $39, as you can see here on the screen. And the cool thing here is that, you remember, when we talk about virtual office, we're speaking primarily of four states: California, New York, Wyoming, and Delaware. Okay. So there you are able to basically have a real street address. You are able to have a phone number. You are able to have a fax number, especially if you go with a Nevada office. This is kind of cool. This is where everything is centralized, by the way. So My Company Works centralizes their virtual office in Nevada, and they want you to really avail yourself of that. So if you actually, as long as you have decent volume of mail and packaging in general, you're paying $39. But if it goes up, you can pay all the way to $239. So the possibilities are there. So it's also very important for you to analyze what kind of needs you have if you were to go with My Company Office, My Company Works. Okay, because again, as I said earlier, My Company Works doesn't offer only virtual office services. They offer way more. Okay, they offer LLC and corporation formation. They actually offers if you were to go with My Company Works Premium, basically because see, when it comes to My Company Works, and I'll show you later on, you have the premium, you have the basic, and you have the entrepreneur plans. And if you go with the premium, in addition to virtual office, you also have 5 GB of cloud storage, more than 200 business and tax forms. You have compliance lock for extra security on your account. You have priority customer support. You have electronic ledgers, which are really great when it comes to your accounting and financial reporting. So this is really fantastic. And so when we talk about the virtual office, if you just want the virtual office, it will cost you $39. If you have normal, regular mail volume, $39 per month. And this is really this is what it is. But one thing I want to say here is that you have to really study your I would say your needs before you reach out to a customer service rep. So this is really, really important. Let's talk about the rivals here. So when we talk about My Company Works, and especially if you are going to analyze this service from a virtual office capability, what are the rivals here? So you have, of course, the regular competitors within the LLC/S corporation space. I'm speaking here about Rocket Lawyer, InkFile, LegalZoom. You have Off Counsel, Avo, and Legal Match. However, when we talk strictly from a virtual office standpoint, only InkFile, LegalZoom, and Rocket Lawyer offer virtual office services. Off Counsel, Avo, and Legal Mesh do not offer that service. They are rather positioning themselves on other turfs, if you will. And one thing I want to say here is that My Company Works is recommended for the affordability of their virtual office service, the 90-day money-back guarantee for its LLC formation services, And so if you also desire toll-free telephone support during business hours, and if you seek resources for new LLC startups, including an interactive checklist, okay? So those are areas where we would recommend My Company Works for. We do not recommend My Company Works for those not wanting to pay for higher tier plans for access to certain services. We do not recommend it for nonprofits and those who prefer an app interface. Right now, the app is not really where it should have been. I mean, My Company Works has been in existence for more than 20 years, and they still don't have an app interface that works. And this is something they need to work on. And so basically, if you do all of your business online, I mean not online, if you do all your business from your mobile app and from your mobile device rather, from your smartphone, and you need to have an app, My Company Works is not the perfect provider when it comes to managing your business, especially your virtual office capabilities from a handheld device. Okay, I'm not saying that they don't have the capability. I'm just saying that right now there are other players in the industry that do a better job. Okay, so this is kind of important. And so when we talk about My Company Works rivals, you have other players. You have Taylor Brains. You have Swift Filings. You have you have a lot of players that actually offer similar services as My Company Works. But overall, when it comes to virtual office strictly, My Company Works really kicks some ass. Fantastic. So what is our opinion here? So is My Company Works virtual office service really worth it? Is it legit? Well, the thing here is that, first of all, I want to say yes and yes. So My Company Works virtual office service is legit. Yes, because the company behind the whole thing is legit. And they've been doing this for 20 years now. So they must have figured something out. They must be doing something right if they have been doing it for 20 years. Now, they didn't start with offering virtual office services. They actually added it on later on. And it's important to understand that it is worth it. Yes. It is legit. Yes. It is worth it. Why? Because for $39 per month, they'll take care of your virtual office needs. Okay. But this is a starting price though. Do not actually think that they're going to charge you only $39 if you have a huge volume of mail forwarded to them. No. Depending on how much they are handling, how much they're spending, how much time they are spending handling your mail, they'll quote you a price, a bespoke price. But $39 is the minimum. So that's the minimum they have to make on that service to make it a profit. Okay. And, but the best thing is you want to, before you onboard on their virtual office dashboard, make sure that you talk to someone. Do not sign up online without speaking to someone over the phone. Ask all questions before you sign up. But if you can't find someone on the phone, drop us a question below this video, and our team will actually get back to you. We have actually been dealing with My Company Works for many, many years now. So we'll get you the answers, and this shouldn't be a problem. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I just spoke to you about My Company Works, and we analyzed their virtual office service. And so I gave you the overview, the value added, the pros, the cons, the cost, the rivals, and our opinion. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.